Right now, if you go to redpoppyranch.com, you might have a chance at getting some of our fallow deer jerky.
After the wedding and after having all of our family in town, we have 70 packages left. That means 35 original, 35 peppered. Once they're gone, they're gone. We're not going to ship out of the lower 48 on this first batch. We apologize. A lot of you guys have reached out for it. This was kind of a trial run. We're going to do this again, hopefully the not too distant future. The jerky turned out amazing. Everybody that tasted it wanted more. Again, 35 packages of original, 35 packages of pepper. Once they're gone, they're gone. Yep. Thank you guys for the support. Today is mine and Cedar's 27th anniversary.
27 years.
27 years. There's a little restaurant that Cedar and I like to come to at least once a year, usually on our anniversary. This is a really neat little restaurant that if they tried to recreate this today, they would never in a million years let them do it because it's literally on the edge of the river right here. And I think it was back in the 40s, 30s, 40s, somewhere back in there. They initially started building this place. And this is the first place I ever saw somebody thin the maples enough to get the grass growing through. So anyway, it's a little restaurant back in here. No cell phones, no credit cards. You either pay cash or you have to mail it in. That's how it works. Mm-hmm. Happy anniversary, babe.
Happy anniversary.
You gonna give me a smooch or no? On camera? No. Huh? Come on. This summer represents our 10-year anniversary since moving the family from Queen Creek, Arizona to southeastern Idaho. And this little restaurant here, the Deer Cliff Inn, was one of the very first places that we got to go after moving here. And before we owned Red Poppy Ranch, I remember walking around this little restaurant, looking at the trees, looking at the landscaping, and thinking to myself, if I could figure out how to recreate something that looked just like this, I'm certain it'll be amazing. Now, 10 years later, we're still trying to do it. You mean everything to me. I'd do anything. Did we get married to this? Did we dance to this song?
We didn't dance. You refused to dance, remember?
I think it's slightly fitting. You know, Chris will do at dinner. Easy, easy. Well, that is our first baby of the year. and he happens to be a little buck. I just need to walk around and make sure there's no other new babies since last night. So it seems like once one of the does has a baby, all of the rest of them kind of get ready to have babies. So I would guess in the next week to 2 weeks, there's 5 more deer that are pregnant still. So this little guy was born to a mom that was her first time, and oftentimes their first time they just have one baby, and he's going to be big. I can tell already he's going to be a big healthy baby. He's moving around good. I can see she's up here by him. There's poop on the ground so the mom's over here checking on him. He's already about 24 hours old, so that's probably the most vulnerable time for him. So anyway, hopefully more of them start showing up here pretty quick. For some reason, there's been like 4 of them have their babies right here up against that rock. I wonder if that rock puts off enough heat in the nighttime that it's a good safe place for the babies to sit there until morning. But I'm gonna come back later this evening and check for more babies. Moments after I walked out of the deer pen, I could tell that this particular doe right here was acting like she was going into labor. I decided to set the camera up and for once see if I could catch one of our deer having a baby. This is only the second time we've gone through the birthing season with our fallow deer, and we've never been present to watch a baby fawn be born because typically it happens in the middle of the night, or the deer are just so sneaky about having babies because they understand the predator-prey relationship that we've never actually seen one born until now. About 10 minutes after this guy hit the ground, he was up and running around with the other deer. I need more treated fence posts for the new big deer pen up on the side of the mountain in a big way right now. And rather than using a draw knife to peel all the logs, I thought I would give this log peeler that I picked up on eBay for about $70. I thought I would give it a try. I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna have to peel and treat somewhere between 200 to 300 fence posts before the big deer pin is finished. If I had to buy pre-treated posts, instead of treating them myself, it would cost me over $30 per post, whereas this way it only costs me about $9 per post. The bottom line is, whether it's the draw knife or the chainsaw log peeler, there's just no easy way to do this. By the end of the day, my elbows and my shoulders are feeling it. I think the sister of the one that had the baby yesterday morning, I think she's in labor. She's in that little shelter right there. I keep checking on her and I think she's having contractions. So all the other deer are kind of acting like something's going on. Yep, there she is. She's sticking her head around the corner right there. In case anybody needs a good example of what a good mama looks like, there it is. I need to get the gauge cluster reinstalled in the Bumpside diesel and get the final details wrapped up. The goal was to make the factory gauge cluster from the 1969 truck work with the diesel, and with a few minor improvements, I love the way it turned out. I added some auxiliary indicator lights to the gauge cluster, so now we have lights for things like four-wheel drive, water and fuel, parking brake, and glow plugs. Then my buddy Cody comes over to help me get everything installed in a way where it all works the way it should. I can show you the one that I put in there. I don't think we're using.
She's high.
So I just traded 3 packages of jerky for an ounce of silver. My buddy Luke, we've been friends for about 10 years now. He sent me a text the other day and said, hey, will you please hold back 3 packages of jerky for me? And he happens to be part of that club that gets that privilege. So I went and hand delivered that to him today, and he paid me in silver. I love it. I'll make that trade all day, every day. Kind of fun. The Bumpside diesel should have stainless hubcaps, and I finally got 4 together, and it's time to put them on the truck. This hubcap I originally painted to match the other 3 that I had at the time, but you can see the stainless coming through, and that's what they're all supposed to look like. Cutting in the manual hub openings in the stainless hubcap can be a little bit of a challenge. I still need to make a few more passes up and down the new trail just to smooth things out before I start setting fence posts. Before I start setting posts and stretching fence for the new big deer pen, I want to make sure I've done everything I possibly can to make the fence last a very, very long time. And at this moment, I'm using the weight of the excavator to compact the new trail. I'm trying to use the excavator to cut a line in on the edge of this new trail that will establish hopefully a very straight line where the fence can go. Once I get the line established, I'll set all of the posts first, then I get to come back and figure out how I'm going to stretch that wire. Just a few more passes here and this will be ready to go. This is our third little baby deer born here this year. And this is my new favorite color pattern. They call this dark spotted. Oh, hey, little buddy. You did all right. You gonna make it? You're adorable. I'm slightly concerned about this little guy. I think he's okay. Frankly, he's made it through the first night, so he's probably going to be fine. The best thing that I can do is just let the mamas be mamas, but his pattern is the most unique pattern of any of the deer that we've ever had. His dad was a chocolate buck, and his mom, I don't know what to call them. They're kind of the brown. And this is the outcome here. They say the fallow deer can be anywhere from a cream white colored all the way to a very dark brown. I think there's 14 different patterns. This is the first time I've seen a baby born like this. And I'm gonna watch this one really close to see, kind of see how he turns out. As much as people like to think that the fallow deer are domesticated, they're still very wild. Anyway, I should probably get out of here and let him go. Mama wants to come check on him. There he is. So I just came out here to give the deer some fresh water and to check on the babies. And I believe we have another baby. I'm not sure who the mom is. This guy was born 2 days ago. This guy I thought was born, no, he's brand new. Yep, he sure is. He was just born. Golly, don't trip me.